2-liter soda a day. It's good. It's not good. If only I could trick my brain into doing that with water. That'd be super healthy.
Okay. I'm back. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened here.
What the hell?
I know. Jacob Day had a moment.
I was about to sign a contract or shake your hand or whatever, and you ran off.
Yeah, shake my hand. Yeah, there's no contract to sign. And you can definitely take some time to think about it.
Yes, I take a quill out, I give you a handshake, I write my name on the back of your hand.
Now, Pryler, have you given the elf druid that knows you a name? Have you given him a name?
I have not.
Because I have a name, but I wanted to give you the opportunity to name him yourself if you wanted to.
Are we going to be running into him sometime soon?
I'm about to start talking about him.
Okay. Shit. So it's like a... Yeah, just pretty much go with your name.
Okay.
What is it? What is the name so I can act like, oh, yes, so-and-so. Hopefully I pronounce it.
Phaelern.
Phelan?
Phaelern. With an R.
Phaelern.
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 Phaelern?
Yeah. The druid Phaelorn, he's associated with this as well. He's spoken very highly of you, Pip.
You know Phaelorn?
I do.
He taught me a great deal of what I know.
He's been a member of the university for many years.
Well, in that case, I'm pretty much sold now.
Again, I'm not saying this to convince you. I'm saying this to... if you trust him, I'm hoping that you'll trust us and not think that eventually there will be any sort of hand-cutting, bloodletting...
Yeah.
Because we really don't do that.
Reaches down and just leans back and pulls out a scimitar. And he's like, "See the scimitar?
Mm-hmm.
Fairly gave it to me. It's nice.
That is a nice scimitar.
It's kind of small, but it fits me. He made it just for me." Puts it back in the sheath. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but this sounds like no brainer. I think I heard someone from town say that. It means like you don't really have to think about it. It's just like a just do it, I think, or something like that. Human lingo. So what do you guys think?
Sounds good. I'm a little hesitant, but it sounds good. I think I will.
Yeah, and again, you don't need to make a decision today. You can absolutely decide today, but you don't need to.
I already did.
Well, I know you did.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm talking along.
Yeah, I don't want to pressure anybody.
Well, I'm already employed as a guard to the city. I may as well become a guard to the realm as well.
There you are, and you wouldn't need to. It'd be entirely up to you, but again, you wouldn't necessarily need to give up your day job. Of course, you'd absolutely be able to give up your day job if you'd like.
We shall see where this takes me.
Excellent.
I don't have a day job, so this will work.
Don't quit your day job.
But Well, the rats in the city their numbers have dropped as of recent because of me. But don't worry, I don't kill them. I just move them And I think work has become scarce for a rat catcher. So I mean, I don't want to not rat catch anymore because I like doing it. But
You can continue to protect the rats of Folsom.
and just so you know, it's not just rats. It's like all animals. It just happens to be rats right now.
Right.
And I'm not. I'm not just like that rat guy.
You could always run both sides of it. You could keep a couple of rats and then let them in, go in, find them, take them out.
That would be dishonest, but not.
Be a good
Like
way
it.
good way to keep the money
I didn't even
flowing.
think of that. That's smart. Have them like, because I can. Well, you seem to talk to them. I can tell them what to do.
Cut a deal with them. Give them cheese or something.
Exactly. Make them go eat some people's foods and be like, "Oh, I can take that problem away from you if you give me some gold." Well, anyways, Mr. Day,
Yes.
I said I'd join and you never wanted to shake my hand. You want to shake my hand?
I do want to shake your hand, and he reaches across to shake your hand.
I guess I would like grab like 3 of his fingers, maybe. And grab the whole his whole hand and shake them.
And if you also, if the other two of you have decided to join as well, he also extends his hand to you.
Yeah.
And I meant to show you a little bit of a bigger picture of him. That's him. Again, he generally tends to wear white. He has white hair. It's kind of like an evil picture, almost.
I was gonna say he looks like a comic book villain,
Yeah. Like I was
Mr. White.
sitting there looking at it for the longest time, going, "Where's that from?" Because it looks kind of familiar. Could just be the art style.
It's it is a comic book hero who I've definitely based this character on
Sure.
to a degree.
I'm not going to Google it because I feel like that might spoil what's going to happen. But, like, how tall is he? Because, like, my character's half orc, so he's probably got to be.
He's about 5'10". He's like on the taller end of average for average human.
Okay.
So Day, I guess I already shook your hand and everything and agreed, but I guess I got some more questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Questions are
How will
good.
you contact us to let you do things?
Well, I mean, you know, I know where you all are.
Or do we just do things, and then you know that we did things? I don't know.
That might happen too. Things might happen. You know, just as the course of everyday things, you might find something that's kind of, you know, you may think is of interest to the university, and of course, we'd love for you to share that information with us, or whatever it is you find.
So, say in 2 hours, when I'm done eating here,
Sure.
where do I go? Do I just live my life like normal?
You can absolutely also stay here if you'd like. If you'd prefer, we can set you up with a room here. This could be this is technically a base of operations, as well as a library, and many of the university's members do stay here. Like I said, as a member, you're entitled to all of the hospitality the university has to offer.
And we can go outside and whatnot anytime we want.
Hmm?
I mean, you leave and go out whenever we want. We're not like cooped up here.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, no.
He said we were free to go whenever.
Yeah.
I might stay here. Convenient.
Yeah, I'll more than likely need to stay at the. What is it? Where the guards stay?
There are barracks, although if you'd like, I mean, you could choose to have like a, like a room or an apartment, like somewhere in town, like a small,
Yeah,
But I mean, you could stay at the barracks. Yep.
Yeah, just as a guard, I'll have to stay in town, but I'll be by when needed.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. Obviously, you may have more questions as time goes on, there's a lot more information to cover than I could cover over the course of a dinner, and we'll get around to sharing all of that information. But yeah, no, we're not any sort of evil organization, and we're here to help.
I like helping.
And after like most of the, I mean, you guys can eat as much as you want, but as you start like finishing like dinner, I mean, someone does bring some like like little cakes and stuff, and there's coffee if anyone would like coffee. Jacob Day seems to really enjoy coffee.
I'm not eating fast, but I'm taking my time eating a lot of food.
Right.
Like when I said 2 hours, that was a
Literally.
No, that was an underestimate. Like I will stay there for like 4 hours just picking at food and eating dessert and having coffee and everything, just slowly.
As I'm nibbling, I'm putting some in my pockets for later.
I'm just very leisurely snacking on different little cakes and coffee.
Pardon me. Okay. As you guys are just like eating cakes and snacking leisurely and maybe making small talk, eventually a serious-looking elf comes walking in. This guy here, and he's excuse me, all of you. Jacob, may I have a word with you outside, please? And Jacob looks at you guys. He says, excuse me, I just need to speak with Mardigan here. Mardigan, these folks have decided to join the university. This is Zoe, Pip, and Zed. It's very nice to meet you all.
So,
And then he kind of looks at me and says, the tiefling.
Sorry, I have fruit in my mouth.
Says the tiefling decided not to join you, and he says, I believe she'll be along shortly.
She seems shy at times. Doesn't like a lot of people, crowds and stuff. I don't know if parties are her thing.
I believe I saw her. Coming up the walk. Actually, she is. Keo is going to join us in a moment, and actually,
I'm pretty sure she told me that she was gonna talk to her mom and dad. But if she's here, that's cool.
And make sure she
I
has
put my food down and run to the front of the estate or whatever, and like put my head out the window looking out.
Yeah, she's coming up the walk. He says, why don't you show her to the kitchen, while I go talk to Mardigan and. Tell her what you guys have decided and fill her in while I'm trying to get her in here. Zoom link in the
Well, how long have we been streaming? Do you want to take a break and get it all set up?
Yeah, why don't we? Now might be a good time to take a break while we get her in. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, let's take a break and we'll get her in here. Oh, she's here.
She's here.
She's here. Oh, let me get the. Yeah.
This party.
She's crashing the party.
Ew, ew.
Hello.
Didn't mean that to come out scratchy as it did.
All right, so let's take a break while I get the camera straight, and if you guys want to get some coffee or something.
I just imagine like her parents were scolding her dad most of all, and she's just had enough, runs out the door, slams the door, and is like, I'm going to the party.
My daddy loves me. It would be my mom yelling at me.
Okay, sorry, I couldn't remember. And Mondo said that, I think, at the beginning, something about your dad. So.
I did say something about your dad. Not necessarily anything bad about your dad. Oh, now I lost.
Shots
Now I lost Crystal.
Scolding can be out of love. And, you know, someone that's worried about you.
I'm waiting for Crystal to come back in so I can fix the camera. So yeah, so we're going on. We'll take a break.
Alrighty.
Just get a new router. Yes, we are all back.
I feel like you should have like incredibly stable internet now.
I really should, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe I should get like maybe Spectrum is messing with me because I have my own modem, and they're just like, no, we want you to use ours, so we're just gonna mess with you all the time. That's a possibility. I've heard that they do that. KO is with us. Hi, KO. KO, really briefly, as you're coming up the walk to the keep, perhaps, do you want to tell us who it is you are playing?
I am Posey, a tiefling warlock who doesn't like being in the spotlight at all. Possibly eats babies. Who knows?
Possibly eats babies.
Don't know. And I'm strolling up late to the party.
Yeah, so yeah, I railroaded you into the party. I said that you were strolling up late to the party, and Jacob Day had to go speak with this guy named Mardigan. Let me move you to the layer there. There we go. And Pip actually went outside to greet you. He went to yeah.
It's not true.
Oh, I thought you said you did that.
No, I went to the front room of the estate and was poking my head out the window to see if she was actually coming.
Oh, okay. She is.
Kind of like a dog, if you would, that's excited, just like poking its head out the window.
Okay.
Is it true? Huh?
Okay. It is true. I believe Posey is walking up the.
I go to the door and start scratching at it. No, I'm kidding. I don't do that. I'll.
A well-dressed person opens the door as you approach Posey, and they're just like, "Please come in. Your friends are, are inside, or acquaintances, but they're inside in the kitchen, eating. We can definitely. They're having dessert at the moment, but we can fix you anything you'd like. If you'd like some, chicken, ham, babies. I kid. Ham babies. Yes, ham babies. It's a thing that people in this world eat. A ham baby is it's like a pastry with some ham in it, but the way they fold the pastry over the ham, it makes it look like a little baby. So they call them ham babies. That's canon now. I have to write that down so I don't forget it. Ham babies.
I would love some ham babies and black coffee.
Absolutely. We'll prepare some ham babies for you, and yeah, there's plenty of coffee in the kitchen.
Acquaintances?
You froze there for a second.
Oh, friends or acquaintances? I froze.
Yeah.
Am I back? Please tell me I'm back.
You're back.
Okay, good.
Sure.
I mean, I'm answering you, so I would hope.
Yeah, that's true. Pip, are you still in the front, where she's at?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought she walked past me. I'm just.
I'm just not really interested in being too much in a large crowd. So I'm gonna hug the walls and just observe.
Okay. Yeah, they lead you into the kitchen where the others are, where they're eating.
Hey, Posey.
The person lets you know that they let one of the people in the kitchen know. They're just like, will you please prepare Posey some ham babies, and she'd like some black coffee, please. So they start preparing the ham babies.
What's a ham
So-
baby?
Ham babies are
For some reason, I
good.
can't hear Kale.
I'm not actually talking, I suppose.
You were talking.
It looks like you're talking. Yeah, it looks like you're
You were
talking.
I was
Very
like,
good
wait.
impression. I said ham babies are a pastry in which the ham is folded in such a way it looks like a baby.
Oh, it's a ham baby?
Hmm.
Yes.
For some reason, I was thinking hand baby. I'm like, what's a ham baby?
He said chicken, ham, babies,
Yes.
but
Yes, for some reason when you're saying hand babies, I thought it was hand babies. I'm like, I don't even know what that is. It's like little baby hands.
Yeah, when I first heard the hand babies, I thought like suckling pig or something.
Anyways, yes, we're eating food.
Yes. Did you guys want to fill Posey in on what Jacob had to say while he's off talking to Mardigan, or?
Well,
Kay, were you following along at all on the stream earlier? Or?
No.
Okay.
well, we got asked to join an organization of evil doer. You want to join?
Evil?
Yes. It's just you would love it. You should join. Shake his
No.
hand.
No.
You don't want to do evil?
No. Just because I have horns and someone accused me of eating babies doesn't mean
Well, that's
I'm
good. Cause I'm
evil.
kidding. It was good. We're doing good things.
It used to be horny.
What are these good things?
I don't know yet. We have to sign to find out.
That sounds like a
I'm just
scam.
kidding. It's not really. You don't have to sign.
Can somebody else explain this to me? And I push it away.
We're protecting the realm from things.
Mine
He
sounds
wasn't
cool.
really specific. He just kind of was. He danced around.
What's in it for me?
$100 a month.
I don't need money.
Possible.
Access to a library.
Adventure?
I don't desire adventure.
Babies?
Enough of that in books. I don't want babies.
I'm not eating babies. I don't know.
I want to eat babies. It was implied. It's not something I do. It's not a hobby.
I don't know. You brought it up before.
I'm going to have to actually eat one, so that's
Oh,
to
no.
make everyone not a liar.
As the person brings the ham babies to the table, they look and smell delicious. And they were overhearing the conversation, and they're just kind of like, whoa. And they're just like,
Some real baby pig.
basically, miss, we're like, we search for the hidden knowledge of Aether, and, we protect that knowledge, and we share it with the world, and we protect the world from, things that come from outside of it. We protect the,
Hidden knowledge.
hidden knowledge.
Why share it?
For the betterment of all people.
I suppose.
Yeah, there are bad people who want to keep that knowledge all to themselves, and try to keep the world in the dark. They
And
were
I
responsible
will
for the
have
dark
access
years.
to this knowledge.
Oh yes, we
prior to
have.
sharing?
Oh, yeah. As long as it's not something too dangerous. I mean, I don't make those decisions. Mostly, I make the ham babies. But I'm very invested in the
And they are
university.
delicious looking babies.
Oh yes. And they have a library. We have access to a library. I don't know. That was a selling point to me. I like
Yeah,
it.
the library is very big. There are a few
Tell
libraries
about that
actually in
book.
the keep.
That book.
The monster one.
Yes, the monster one.
Oh, the monster at the end of the book. That's one of Jacob Day's
God.
favorite books. It's a children's book, and there's a
It
monster.
looks like she knows this one. Do you know this one, Posey?
I was already going to say that I'm going to drink my coffee and eat my babies.
What's wrong? You don't like that book?
Oh, it's a fantastic book.
I think it's a terrible
Do I have to
book.
sign any papers?
No, you just gotta shake his hand. And
I don't
drink
want to
goat's
touch
blood.
people.
While this is going on, I'm just going to very as nonchalantly as possible, try to reach over and grab one of the ham babies off the plate.
Got goat's blood for breakfast. Okay.
What was that?
What?
Did you say something? You said something about girl's blood?
Shake whose hand? When?
Jake's. Dave. Jake Dave. Right, that's his name?
Jacob Day.
Yeah, also known as Jake. Cobb.
Okay, so I'll join
Dave. You gonna shake his hand?
your nerd squad.
Nerd Squad. I'm not a
You've been
nerd.
called many things. A nerd is not one of them.
We're gathering knowledge to share it.
Maybe.
Scholar squad. Alright, man.
Jacob Day comes into the. He comes back into the room. He looks a little concerned.
Jacob,
Yes.
she wants to shake your hand.
I don't want to.
we told
I'm
you- we
apparently
told her about it.
required
You're
to.
not required to.
No, you're not.
Then
You're not
I
required
don't
to.
want to shake anybody's hand. I will do.
You just said you did.
Just point me towards whatever hidden knowledge. Let me at it.
Excellent. So you're in. Did they explained it to you? Sort of.
Pip attempted to. Yes.
Okay.
I got the gist of it. I semi understand what's going on.
Well, really, I guess the important thing is that if later on you determine that, the gist wasn't what it was turned out to be, I mean, you can leave at any time. So, but Pip, when was the last time you've seen Falern?
In months. Say maybe half a year to a year.
He's been missing for a short amount of time. He was investigating something. He said that the university would find very interesting.
Aw, man. The life of an investigator is really fucking hard, man. I know how that is.
He didn't want any assistance when he's going to check it out. He said that we already had our hands full with the rebuilding of the keep, etc. He said, basically he told us where if anything should happen to him, that we know where he keeps his notes, like at his cottage. And we've been a little concerned that we hadn't seen or heard from him lately, and he hasn't checked in the past few weeks. He didn't show up at that recent event with the kidnapping, which he absolutely would have taken a strong interest in. So we sent someone out to his cottage, and we found it empty and burgled.
His cottage?
Yeah, his cottage seems to have been tossed at least a couple of times. So, and you say you haven't seen him in months.
No. I hope he's okay.
So do I. Mardigan has been looking into it, and a few days ago, a young halfling appeared in the city of Delios, looking to sell some items, including a few that belonged to Falaren. He was identified as Claudemere Longriver. He's from Y. Zed, you've probably heard of him as a member of the town guard. He's he's relatively harmless, but he does, he gets up to a bit of larceny. So he's someone you've heard of. Zoe, he's distantly related to you. You've heard of him as well. He's like a second cousin or something, maybe a third cousin.
Hi. Sounds like right. Sounds like a distant family.
Hmm?
Sounds like a distant family.
Yeah, he may have. You said it was burgled multiple times, so he may have been the first there, or he may have just picked from the scraps. But either way, he wasn't involved.
We think it's possible he was the first one there. The trader had brought a few small items off of young Clodomir, and a day later some strange folk, armed and dangerous, came looking for the items that the halfling had sold. They weren't interested in the trinkets that the trader had bought, but they were looking for a particular book. Apparently, the halfling had such a book, but didn't seem to want to sell it. The guy at the trader didn't share this information with the strangers, and apparently they've been looking all over for this book or Clodomir. So this is very worrisome.
Dude. So, are we investigating the cottage, or where will we be beginning the investigation?
Oh, you'd like to investigate this convenient plot point?
Well, I assume that's why it was brought to our attention, is that A, it involves Pip, and B, it involves some form of information.
Yeah, if you would like to investigate this, see if you can figure out where Clodomir is, who these people are who are looking for him, and what they want with this book. Hopefully, we'll be able to use it to find Falarin.
Have they interrogated the halfling?
No, he's gone missing. Although it's believed that
I thought they had him.
No, they don't have him. Did I say they had him?
No, I mean I just assumed because you knew his name and stuff he had. I thought they would have grabbed him.
No. We just have some information. We've had people looking into this as well, and word through the grapevine here, grapevine there. Grapevine also says that Clodomir's got some friends in the town of Sagan, and it's believed he may be laying low there. So that might be a good place to start if you would like to help us find Clodomir. I also.
How far is that?
It's about half day's travel, about 4 hours. It's about 12 miles, give or take, on the road.
Could that be shorter? Or could we get there faster on if we got horses or something to carry us there?
No, game mechanics, whatever those are. The travel would be about the same.
This doesn't make sense.
I know.
Horses are so fast.
I assume that's what he meant, is like 4 hours travel was on horse.
Yeah, by horse or walking, yeah.
I would very much like to figure out what happened to him. He was kind of like a dad to me, so I don't know about you guys.
How help since it's going to happen? Maybe I can help talk to him. Get some information.
He used the dad word, and I'm soft for dads, so I'm in.
I'm a guard, so investigating is kind of my thing. So, I'm in.
All right. I don't know if you're going to want to travel tonight. The sun's starting to go down, but maybe if you wanted to head out first thing in the morning.
I don't know. We might want to run into some crazy goblins on, some bats. And I swear if Nardo the Quick makes an appearance, I'm gonna slay him. Yeah, we wouldn't go during the nighttime. Although there would be lots of rat psychic use. All the nocturnal. No. I would, after I'm done eating, kind of wander out into the forestish area
Mm-hmm.
that has some trees or whatever, and climb the tree and kind of find a place to rest up in a tree.
Sure.
So I'm outie. I ate my fill.
Yeah, and Posey, Jacob explains to you that as a member of the university, you're you're welcome to all of the hospitality the university has to offer, including if you wanted to stay here, you could stay here. If you wanted to go home, of course, you're.
Want to
Keep
stay
cutting
there.
out.
Yeah, crucial.
Oh,
point,
no.
keeps cutting out. But like, you'll have all the hospitality of that comes with being a part of the university, which you can stay in their place,
Right.
use their stuff.
I guess if we're just resting, I'm going to take up a corner with a bunch of books and not actually sleep.
There you go.
I'm gonna grab like one more sweet, then make my way back to town.
Okay.
I'll find a few more snacks and stuff them in my pocket and maybe find a room somewhere.
Okay. In the university?
Yes.
Yeah, they've they've got plenty of rooms. They tell you where, like, there's some rooms up in the tower there. Feel free to pick whichever one you'd like.
Probably the furthest one away.
Okay. Posey, they show you right to the library. Since you seem to be interested in books, and they're just like, yeah, make yourself comfortable.
Cameras off?
Are they? Let me
Yeah, we're all black boxes except for you.
the
Which is an
hell?
improvement for me.
No. So frustrating. Why did that happen? What happened? Like, this is like all like weird big box things now. This is so, man. I don't know. Bacon makes his camera stuff look sort of easy, kind of. Maybe.
Nah. Problems with it too.
Oh my god, it's like all my cameras like turn giant somehow. And all right, let me try and fix this. God damn. Oh, and it's like backwards too. It's like maybe I need a producer to handle these things. All right. Well, while I'm fixing this, we can yeah. So morning happens and stuff, and unless there's anything else you guys wanted to do at night. Oh, fuck.
Sleep. I think Zed probably just like got home, finished whatever he had and eaten of his sweet, and just like immediately straight to bed.
It looks like my biggest problem is with Cheegan's camera.
Fucking chicken.
Fucking Cheegan? No, it's all good.
I don't know what I could do.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna redo your camera all over. That's probably the easiest thing to do. So everybody else is staying in or near the university, with the exception of Zed. So I guess Zed, when the morning comes, if you'd like to head back to the university. Okay, there's Crystal. And there's Cam. Let me find Pryler. I don't know what the hell happened. There we go. Okay, we're getting there. The hell.
That was like a TV show transition. It's like suddenly swipe and there's KO. Well, thankfully my cat has calmed down because she was sitting there in my lap digging into my thigh.
Aw. Okay. All right. Yeah. So morning. Now that I've fixed this. All right. Yeah. So does Zed just head over to the university?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They've prepared breakfast for everybody. They've also, Jacob explains that you guys, if you guys have any equipment needs that you might want, go ahead and, make a request. There's a quartermaster there, and he can hook you guys up with stuff if you need some basic stuff.
Basic stuffs.
Yeah.
What would I eat?
What would you?
Yeah, what would I need? Don't I have all the stuff I need?
You might have all the stuff you need, but if there was something like that you thought like maybe you might want to need, you now would be a good time to ask for it.
Yeah, might I request a shield?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we can hook you up with a shield. The quartermaster's name is
Well, I mean, is this us getting our stuff from level 1, or do we already have that stuff? Or is this just extra stuff we can get?
Yeah, you guys already have that stuff. This is like extra stuff if you wanted some extra stuff. The quartermaster's name is Janky. And Janky is like, yeah, I got a shield for you. You got any? Here you go, man. Here's a shield. He's got like all sorts of, he's sitting at like a desk. He's got all sorts of stuff behind him. He's like, here's a shield. It's a good one.
Oh wait, I already have a shield, so like, no, just I think just be adding.
Okay. Yeah. So if you guys are good to go, I mean, you guys can just go.
I got a question.
Yes.
I don't know if I start with a herbalism kit. I'm proficient in it, but I don't know if I do.
I believe you do. Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't remember seeing where it says I got one. I just see it in proficiencies.
Yeah. No. And if you don't have one, like Janky gives you one. Janky's like, you look like you're proficient with a herbalism kit. You have one? You need one? Here you go. An herbalism kit.
Thanks, Janky. I'm Pip, by the way.
Good to meet you, Pip.
Where do you keep all your weapons? Can I look through them?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I got weapon racks right over there. What are you looking for?
Do you have any weapons that are made a little smaller?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. What is it you need, man?
Can I get a dagger?
Yeah, you need a dagger. I got a dagger. You could have this dagger here.
Can I have that one? That one looks sharper.
Yeah, go for it, man.
I need something to. Sometimes I look to pry into things, and I don't want to damage my scimitar.
Yeah, sure. No, yeah. Go ahead, take the dagger. Whichever dagger you like.
Thank you, Janky.
You're welcome. Is there anything else anyone would like from Janky?
Can you give me a couple more spells to use? Spell slots?
that I don't have. I don't have spell slots.
Yeah, I'm covered.
I'm good.
Yeah, so as the crow flies, it's about 10 miles, but following the road to from Folsom to Sagan, it's about 12 miles. So give or take like 3.5, 4 hours, and you guys can set out. Jacob says, "Be careful. Good luck." All right, so on the road, are you guys going to have any sort of marching order?
I don't. Check out anything dangerous or whatever.
Okay.
I'll follow after her.
I'm trailing behind Posey.
Okay.
You can't be behind me if I'm behind you.
And then we're walking in circles.
So productive.
6 hours. It takes 6 hours to get there.
I'm walking slightly ahead of Pip then, but I'm still watching him in my peripheral.
Okay. All right, so you guys set off for the for Sagan. It's a lot of hills and rolling grassland, rolling hills kind of area most of the way on the road until you guys reach the forest area. Last time you reached this forest area is when you guys recently, just a day ago, followed some blue people into the woods. But you guys will probably stick to the main path as opposed to following little tiny footprints.
So yeah, along the path or whatever trail we're taking, or if we're not even on a trail, I'm looking for little stones, that it will fit in my sling. And when they do, I'm just swinging it around and looking for random stuff to hit, like trees and stuff, just randomly, just having fun.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you find some really nice stones. You're slinging them at trees and stuff.
You're gonna hurt yourself, or somebody, or something. Going to hit a squirrel.
Squirrels are actually really mean.
Squirrels aren't actually mean.
Yes.
They take care
I
of their
talk
young.
to them.
I don't
They'll
believe
say
you.
some really bad things about people.
Yeah?
Yep.
You have to tell me next time a squirrel is talking trash, I guess.
They always talk trash. Every time they screech, they talk trash. You would think it'd be rats, but it's just because squirrels look nice and fluffy, and rats, well, that's where the term rattle comes from. So.
There's a squirrel chittering up in a tree.
Is he talking shit?
I have my sling. And I fling the sling at the tree the squirrel's in. He's talking shit.
Wait, you fling the sling, or you fling like a stone?
A stone.
Okay.
No, not the sling. I'm just like, whoa! Oh shoot! No, it's the stone.
Here's a
But it's
sling
just at the
for
tree.
you.
It's not at the
Gotcha.
the squirrel or anything. It's just in its direction.
Gotcha.
I could have hit it if I wanted to.
The squirrel seems to chitter something like jerk. Yeah, but you've been on the road
I
for.
squeak back. I'm like, I heard you squeaking trash.
Yeah, you've been on the road for a couple of hours. You're going through the woods. You're a little more than halfway there. And I just need to check something really quick.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we have a picture of this lovely path.
Yeah, there's a picture and there's some bird sounds, some like lovely bird sounds.
are so strange. It looks like rubber tires. Okay.
No, those are like from those are ruts from
Oh, is this a
wagon
rut
wheels.
road?
It's a rut road. It's not called the rut road, but it is a rut road. Pip,
Yes.
you feel like you guys are being watched by something or someone, perhaps. Like, you hear some snaps, and you kind of get the feeling like you're being watched.
Hey, Posey. I have
What?
that feeling again. Of
Are you hungry?
well, yes, but that's not that feeling. I'm sorry.
You have to pee? You should have done that before we left.
I peed before we left. I always do. I mean, if that was the case, I'd just pee. But no, like people are watching. I don't want to pee when people are watching. People are-
Performance anxiety?
What was that, Zed? Was I talking to you?
No, but I felt like interjecting.
Okay. Well, I was. Can you look to the?
Can I sense something?
You can give me a perception check. Zoe, you were keeping an eye on things as well, so both of you should give me
Before you
a
roll
active perception. Yeah, before you roll that.
I'm gonna like
Be like, so what you want to do here is look at the shadows. See if you can see the little whites in their eyes.
and by that I'm going to use guidance on her and give her a D4 to her check,
Okay.
You want us to give them.
and then you can roll an extra 1d4.
I might as well just for shits.
That is how it works, right, Mondo?
Yes, guidance,
21.
yes.
Okay, cool.
A 20 and a 1.
Zoe, that was your persuasion. What's your
sorry.
what's your that's all right. What's your bonus to perception?
You said perception, right? Or persuasion?
Perception.
Yeah.
The first one was persuasion.
Oh.
The 3 after that were good.
I do that all the time lately. I'm just like I'm clicking, and then all of them show up. Yeah, Posey, you definitely feel like someone's like watching.
I definitely feel like someone's watching.
Yeah, Zoe, you get the same feeling, and you also see like some slight movement, like in the trees ahead.
They're coming from ahead of us, Pip. I've seen move of us
Um,
in the trees.
hearing that, I look for the biggest leaf pile and I dive into it.
Okay, give me a give me a stealth check. Okay, that's a
Can you give yourself guidance?
no.
Okay.
Okay. Pip, you dive into a leaf pile just as this guy steps out from behind a tree. And he says, "Afternoon, folks. I'm going to ask you all just to stop there. Don't come any further. Just hold your position, all 3 of you."
Who are you?
My name's not important right now. What is important is my friend back there behind the tree. He's got a crossbow pointed your way. I've got a couple of other friends out here in the woods. And, well, we don't want anyone to get hurt. We would just love for you to put your stuff down on the road. Any valuables you have. And then
Can I
just...
interrupt him?
Yeah, you can interrupt him. And then just turn around and... What? I'm sorry, you're interrupting
How about
me.
You put your valuables on the ground. or me and my friends will destroy you, and I'd like to intimidate him.
Okay, sure.
Intimidate has so many points in it. It's so crappy.
So I feel like
Charisma
on
is
my,
so high.
yeah.
other
I
Wait,
would
do I have
just
a
like,
card for this? No, I don't.
do
Damn
I?
yeah, I would like to just kind of, because I was right behind Zoe, so I would just be like, okay. I highly doubt there's actually more than just the two of you, so I'd highly suggest you guys just walk away before this gets violent, like Posey said. So
He gives a little whistle, and another guy like steps out from behind a tree, right around there ahead of you guys, and he's like, "No, there's definitely more than just the two of us."
Can I try and convince him there's more of us? Like, isn't Pip hiding?
Pip is hiding, and he said something about the three of you, so it's very likely he did not see Pip.
I wanna roll deception.
Uh-huh.
Try and convince him that we have a bunch of little tiny assassins. And, I hope Pip plays along and is even minorly startling, I guess.
Oh, that's a pretty good deception roll.
Yeah, that's my highest.
So what is it you say to him?
There's plenty more of us that you can't see, and I'm kind of like trying to get Pip to like acknowledge I'm talking about him, and maybe he can like jump out with like a weapon or something.
Are there any? I hear birds in the area. Is there any way I can make it so? Let's see. Is there any way I can
Snow White. You gonna talk to the birds?
convince the birds to all squeak extremely loud, and then start dive bombing this guy?
Is that something you can do?
I don't know. I can talk to birds. I don't know. I would have to convince them, I guess. I don't know.
Sorry.
It's up to you.
So you want to what now? You want to convince the birds to start squeaking loudly and
Yeah, and in a way kind of give them disadvantage, if you will. Just start swooping at them and like have them like have to like bat at them and stuff.
okay.
I just want them to drop their stuff and leave us alone.
Maybe they will if their birds attack.
Okay.
Get the
that
squirrels
doesn't work.
as well.
I have an idea.
We established there were squirrels too. They could throw nuts.
All right. So I guess Pip, give me either persuasion or an animal handling check as you're trying to talk to the birds. Whichever one you feel best about.
I know which one that is.
Okay. All right. So the guy is like looking at Posey, and he's just like, "Well, I'm pretty sure there's only the three of you. Like, how many more are there? Because maybe I got more guys too."
You see my hand reach out of the leaves, grab like a piece of grass, and back into the thing. And then like I put it up, and make some kind of bird call out of it, and just try to communicate with the birds.
Yeah, he's totally like, he seems like he's like really looking over over your shoulders and stuff. Like he completely believes Posey that like.
And maybe at first they don't swarm. There's just like a whole bunch of like black crows, just like kind of like the birds. They're just all just in the trees, just looking down at them. Squawking every once in a while, just waiting.
All right, so they're just gonna start squawking.
Right now they're waiting.
Okay.
Kind of almost like it's intimidating, if you will, right now.
they, if I can tell them to, I don't know, swoop in if shit hits the fan. That's what I want to do.
So are they being accosted by birds now?
No, the birds are just being really loud. He's told them to wait until shit hits the fan.
Yeah,
He's
so,
like,
I guess I want to try and intimidate this guy again and tell him that we can bring all of nature down upon him and his friends if he doesn't want to give us their stuff and stop doing this because it's just bad.
okay.
I'm just gonna like slowly look more like act more and more agitated as time goes on.
Okay.
Like I'm completely the same, but like I'm just gonna start like pulling at my leather armor, and then I'm just gonna like.
Sucks
I'm
they
just
don't
gonna,
see sharp teeth, yellow eyes, and horns, and aren't even minorly intimidated.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like bare my teeth, thump my chest a couple of times, and charge them and try to intimidate them into running.
Okay. All right. So this guy up front, the main guy, he wasn't too intimidated by like Posey's like second thing there. He was just kind of like, look, he's like, I said I don't want no one to get hurt. I mean, I ain't putting my stuff down. The guy further back is like, I don't know, man. She looks kind of scary. And then you do that thing, Zed, where you start charging at him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, all three of these guys start to panic. They're just like, they're coming! And I would like you all in just a second to roll initiative because someone is... Well, we can turn that down. Someone is going to shoot at you from behind. Oh, it would probably help if I put you guys on the fucking board, right? Mondo. All right, so Pip, I'm going to say like maybe those those things are there, the leaves where you're at. These guys are a little further back.
All right, you need to set initiatives.
Hmm?
Said you need initiatives, right?
Yes, please.
I guess I wouldn't.
And a much better and
I don't think I was clipping my guy. Person thing.
Do the normal. Whoa, the first one was bad.
It's not showing up.
Yeah,
Oh,
the first
right.
one you got like 5.
Yeah.
Second one, you crit.
23.
So unfortunately, we blow the first one.
Yeah, let me.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I would rather have the first one. Honestly.
All right, do I got everybody in here? I think so.
I believe so.
Okay, so Zed, you start charging at the guy. And someone shoots at you from behind with a crossbow bolt. Those other 3 guys are completely fucking like panicked though.
Yay.
But this guy's kind of just like, he sounds like whoever shot at you from behind also sounds mildly panicked. He's just like, ah! Does a 15 hit you?
Yes.
Jesus Christ! He hits you for 9 points of
You
piercing
explode.
damage. Oh my god.
I am fucked up.
Jesus. You know what? Why don't we make that 5?